The fall 2021 season is filled with promising new anime. These are just some of the titles you should keep an eye on. Every new season brings a number of interesting anime for fans to discover. With a multitude of different genres available, fans are bound to find a few shows that resonate with them. The upcoming fall 2021 season has tons of sequels and ongoing anime in its lineup. But there are plenty of new shows to look out for as well. For those who are craving for more, here are the best upcoming anime for fall 2021 that fans should watch out for, from mainstream hits to lesser-known titles. It'd be difficult enough to read even without the invisible S, but Seiji promises there'll be more to Takt Op's Destiny, as it's pronounced, than funky linguistics. The original anime portion of the new Takt Op animation game Mixed Media Project, the official website describes the premise as a fragilely beautiful and fateful tale of girls fighting with the power of music in a music-less world. There aren't a lot of concrete story or character details yet, so why is Seiji so confident this will be worth watching? Because the series creator is Oji Hiroi, who also created Sakura Wars and Tengai Makyo Far East of Eden, two of the most popular video game series in the 1990s in Japan. There's more 90s solidified pedigree with the involvement of animation studio Madhouse, who's teaming up with the highly respected MAPPA to produce the visuals, so odds are we're in for something with a grand scale and gorgeous art.
Takt Op's Destiny. 役割は終わった。あなたは真の仲間じゃない。俺の夢は薬屋を開いて平々凡々に暮らすことでね。
Long-winded titles have been a popular trope in the light novel industry for a while now, and with every new adaptation, the trend seems to be trickling into the anime world. Zappin's light novel series tells its readers nearly all they need to know in its title alone. Once a member of a party of powerful adventurers, Red sets his sights on opening a pharmacy after he's kicked out of the group. But when an adventurer from his past shows up, Red finds it harder to move on with his new life.
この後、戦慄の恐怖が忍び寄る。新感覚ホラーコメディ。
Of all the shows set to air this coming fall, Maruko-chan stands as one of the most intriguing. Based on the popular manga, the series mixes horror with lighthearted comedy in a way that will appeal to slice-of-life and horror fans alike. Maiko's daily life is disrupted when she suddenly gains the ability to see a variety of terrifying ghosts and monsters around her. She tries to act as though things are normal and often has to endure some horrifying sights as a result. With her life now turned upside down, Maiko hopes to continue on with her normal life by ignoring the spirits that haunt her. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat hasn't been around for long, but has done pretty well in the few years since it first started serialization. The series started off as a novel, then light novel, manga, and now finally is set to have an anime adaptation air sometime in October. The series follows a protagonist who has been reincarnated into another world following his sudden death. Having lived his life as a great assassin in the real world, the protagonist is disposed of when his use comes to an end. Reborn as an aristocrat, the protagonist, La, must once again fall into old habits. When a goddess claims that the world's hero will bring it to ruin instead of salvation, La puts his world-class skills to use.
これはきっと恩寵だ。今度こそ僕は生きるんだ。この世界で生きるんだ。
You have no idea how hyped I am for this anime. This is in my top 10 favorite mangas of all time, so you bet I'm excited for this one. Let's take a look at its synopsis. In a city of the dead, long since ruined and far from human civilization, lives a single human child. His name is Will, and he's being raised by three undead, the hardy skeletal warrior, Blood, the graceful mummified priestess, Mary, and the crotchety spectral sorcerer, Gus. The three pour love into the boy and teach him all they know. But one day, Will starts to wonder, who am I? Will must unravel the mysteries of this faraway dead man's land and unearth the secret pasts of the undead. He must learn the love and mercy of the good gods and the bigotry and madness of the bad. And when he knows it all, the boy will take his first step on the path to becoming a paladin. The synopsis didn't specify it, but this anime is actually an isekai. But they don't really entertain that aspect too much and just focus on the fantasy setting, which is the right move, to be honest. You'll be blown away by its story, character work, stunning backgrounds, and deep lore. If you're a fan of fantasy stories, then you'll love this anime no doubt. Out of all the animes that are coming this season, this is the one I'm most hyped for.
最果てのパラディン。
時が来た。神の座を次の人間に。お前たちが選んだ13の人間の中から次の神を決めるがよい。
This next one is one that you should look out for because it's from the same author as Death Note. Platinum End. Here is the synopsis. After the death of his parents, a young Mirai Kakahashi is left in the care of his abusive relatives. Since then, he has become gloomy and depressed, leading him to attempt suicide on the evening of his middle school graduation. Mirai, however, is saved by a pure white girl named Nas who introduces herself as a guardian angel wishing to give him happiness by granting him supernatural powers and a chance to become the new god. In order to earn the position, he must defeat 12 other god candidates within 999 days. Soon, Mirai begins a struggle to survive as a terrifying battle royale erupts between himself and the candidates looking to obtain the most power in the world. Reading that synopsis strangely gives off a Mirai Nikki vibes with the whole battle royal to be the next god of the new world thing. But this is Death Note's author that we're talking about, so expect it to be leagues better than Mirai Nikki. I just hope it lives up to the legacy that Death Note established.
あの瞬間、何色でもなかった俺の人生に色がつき始めた。それは、あの街で見た。青。
I said earlier that Say Hate No Paladin is the anime that I'm most hype about this season. I take that back. It's blue period. This series is very close to my heart, so I hope they did the manga justice with the anime adaptation. Here is the synopsis. Second-year high school student Yotaro Yaguchi is bored with his normal life. He studies well and plays around with his friends, but in truth, he does not enjoy either of those activities. Bound by norms, he secretly envies those who do things differently. That is until he discovers the joy of drawing. When he sees a painting made by a member of the art club, Yotaro becomes fascinated with the colors used in it. Later, in an art exercise, he tries to convey his language without words, but instead through painting. After that experience, Yotaro finds himself so invested in the art that he decides that it is what he wants to do for a living. But there stand multiple obstacles in his way: his parents who are hesitant over his unique choices, his more experienced peers, and the study of a subject much deeper than he initially expected. Honestly, I'm kinda scared with this adaptation. Studio 7 Arcs is not very well known. The only anime that I know from them that did great is Tonikaku, but other than that, not very promising at all. I just hope they put their A-game with this one, because if they do it right, then this has the potential of going down as a classic.
僕は知っている。古見さんがコミュ障であることを知っている。そして、そんな彼女がどれだけ人と喋りたいか知っている。
Komi-san is one of the most popular manga series around. Fans of the series have long awaited an anime adaptation, and though it took longer than some might have anticipated, the series is finally set to air. The series follows the titular Komi, who despite being a popular figure at her school is plagued with social anxiety and communication issues. After meeting Hidehito Tadano, Komi tries to come out of her shell and works towards making more friends.
古見さんはコミュ障です。
地球上の 99.9% の男性は死滅しました。どうか人類を救うためにこの世界に残された女性たちと子作りしていただきたいのです。
Before I give my thoughts on this one, let's first hear the synopsis. The man-killer virus. A lethal disease that has eradicated 99.9% of the world's male population. Mizuhara Riito has been in cryogenic sleep for the past 5 years, leaving behind Tachibana Arisa, the girl of his dreams. When Riito awakens from the deep freeze, he emerges into a sex-crazed new world where he himself is the planet's most precious resource. Riito and 4 other male studs are given lives of luxury and one simple mission: repopulate the world by impregnating as many women as possible. All Riito wants, however, is to find his beloved Arisa who went missing 3 years ago. Can Riito resist temptation and find his one true love? Let me make a prediction real quick. The anime community is gonna explode when this anime drops, and I mean that in a bad way. For those of you who haven't read the manga, it's crazy sexual. It's borderline hentai. It doesn't belong to anime. It needs to be locked in the hentai vault so that kids can't watch it. I can even go as far as to say that we're probably looking at the second coming of Redo of a Healer. It's gonna be an absolute train wreck, and I'm here for it.
あなたの小種をください。見て、ルーデウス！海よ！
Follow Rudius Grarid as he attends the Ranoa University of Magic in the second half of one of the best isekai animes of this year. Mushoku Tensei will continue this October 3, according to Funimation, and it will cover the remaining 12 episodes of the first season. The anime was heavily praised for its refreshing take on the overdone isekai genre as well as its stunning art, animation and soundtrack. However, it also drew flack because of its uncomfortable sexual scenes involving minors, which fans still debate about today. Do you guys enjoyed the list of top 10 anticipated anime of fall 2021 season, or find a new anime to watch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more anime content like this. Take care and I'll see you on the next video. See ya.